shit. Hi guys. Sorry, did you just hear the oh, one second. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, let me know if you can hear me. 15 minute is looking superb. So I'm just wait. Hour looks lovely. Um, the 15 minute is looking great. What I'm looking, see, just waiting for a close underneath. Let me just move that out of the way. Sorry, guys. 15 minute. So we've got a little bit of structure just here, and that's what I'm waiting for a close below. Alternatively, I'm going to look for a close above here, and we can look for long opportunities. So I'm trying something different today, guys. If you're on TikTok, I'm just using my um, trading view, and then you'll be able to see the analysis on my phone as I'm going through it. So let me know if this is better on TikTok today, please. So buys above 4062.5. I'm going to put this on the top, and I'm looking for sells below 4053. Okay, so as we look at this right now, this is my no trade range. Okay, so I'm not doing anything in here. So this orange zone, I'm doing nothing in. Um, okay, so the only thing that doesn't work, so I just make this a bit bigger when we do that. There we go. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm waiting for ideally a close below 4,053. So I'm just going to put breakout rules on, so you can see them. So you're all familiar. Template, breakout short, done, boom, there. So ah, trying to find the sweet spot. No, there we go. So that's what we're looking for the breakout short. Bias is they saw me talking and took me out at break even. Ha. Okay, so look, so today I've had a losing trade and I've just had a winning trade. But what I did was the winning trade I took on the hourly. I sold as we broke the previous hourly candles low. I closed the full trade as we got to this 15-minute support. I've said sell below because ideally, I'm waiting for the change in structure on the 15-minute to confirm that we're going to head back down. My bias is the same. All these rallies that are happening in gold, I'm using as an opportunity to sell the market. Okay, I'm using as an opportunity to sell the market. Now, let me just have a quick look at something. Enhance voice stickers, music, voice, not that one. Hey. Bear with me a second, guys. Um, right, what is it? One sec. One second, guys. Okay, bear with me. Okay, all done. Yeah, so I just had to share this on socials that we are now live. Um, but more importantly, we need to wait for the setup. Niaz, good afternoon. Vic Snazzle, good afternoon. Kaylin, good afternoon. Ben Vals, good afternoon. Listen, there was a couple of people that asked me, because I know I only kept the lifetime open for 2 days, but anyone that does want to join Marco and Concepts, the lifetime will still be open to anyone that completes the order this week. So that means before midnight at Sunday. And there will not be any more times this year for the lifetime subscription. What does that mean? It means you pay for 1 year. You've got an option to use Klarna, which will give you up to 90 days to make the payment. So you'd make your first payment, then split it over 3 months. And you can then basically become a lifetime member, join the rest of the community. So for £997, 1 year's membership, you get lifetime access. Now, if that is something that you're interested in, then what you can do is if you're on TikTok, you'll have to DM me. If you're on YouTube, I will just place a link there in a second. But if you are on TikTok, you'll have to DM me and say lifetime, and I'll get you a link sent across. Anyone else that is interested, if you want to jump on, it has to be done before Sunday midnight. And the reason for that is, these we want like-minded people in the community that understand trading is all about making decisions quickly. So it either meets your rules or it doesn't. Now, you've got to ask yourself, do you think being part of the community, being in live streams twice a day, 3 to 5 days a week, is going to be beneficial to your trading goal? Now, if it is, and if it is, then I would basically say um, get yourself on the Klarna option if funds are a bit tight, split it over 3 payments and join the team. The only way is up. You can see I'm sharing it. Oh, let me get rid of that advert for you on here. So you can just, there we go. So we're waiting for close below. So YouTube, I'm just going to flick over to MetaTrader now. So I'm going to go over to MetaTrader because potentially we might get a trading opportunity if we get a move and a close below. Jesus, where's my glasses when I need them? 4,050, 53. Yeah, there we go. So that's what we're waiting for. Broker link is broken. Okay, no worries. On TikTok, and I'll get you a new one. The space on the left is enough. Yeah, there's over 60 pips. We've got 62 pips. And we're also looking for opportunities if we close above. So we've got buys above 62, we've got sells below 53. We're just waiting for the market to give us that confirmation. What account are we better off setting up with Vortex? Vic, do a what's it called? Raw or ECN? Let me have a look. I can't remember what they call it. They're all. Let me just log in. Start trading. Okay. Bear with me a second. They all uh, skip. Ah, Jesus. Uh, log in. So you Big man, good afternoon. Welcome back. Welcome back. So yeah, there's been some big news today for the big man. For those of you that have been joining us now for a number of weeks, some of you on TikTok have only just been following us for a little bit. Yeah, you can message me on Discord or you can message me on Instagram or TikTok. I'll send you new updated links. Now, we are waiting for confirmation now, guys. We're waiting for confirmation. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, I've got some rules for the breakout short, so you can see those. That's just so that anyone that doesn't have specific rules, you can see exactly what I'm looking for. Okay? Very, very simple rules. The simpler the rules are, the simpler it is to stick to them. Okay? So whenever you're Pricey, how you doing, mate? Stuck in traffic. No problem at all. Seems like auction theory, right? I have no idea what auction theory is. Par six, sorry. So it's just price action. Whatever auction theory is, don't explain it to me. I don't need to know. I'm happy. I'm an old dinosaur. I'm set in my ways. I just do what I do. Been doing it for long enough now. The markets. Oh yeah, so as I was saying, for those of you that are interested in the lifetime access, there is a Klarna option. I'm just going to post it in the chat. Um, you effectively pay for 1 year and you have lifetime access. What's included in the lifetime access? Well, it's live streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6:30 a.m., members community, trade setups, market analysis on NASDAQ, DAX, Bitcoin, gold daily. Then you've got the members live streams for the US session, which from September is going to be Tuesday and a Thursday. YouTube and TikTok will be for everyone, which is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will go just live for members as well on those sessions. Um, so there's loads of sessions live every week. Uh, and then you've obviously, we don't teach how to catch a fish. We never catch it for. Oh, we don't. We teach how to catch a fish. We never catch it for you. Yeah, love it. So yeah, exactly. Listen, signals. I when it comes to signals, the downside to signals is it depends what information the person or the entity is giving you when it comes to signals. Because if they're just sending you a screenshot or if they're just sending you numbers, you know nothing about that signal. Yeah, you've done your trade for today, need to, yeah, exactly. If you've done your trade, that's it. Stay away. Smart decision. Um, I've had two sells today. I am currently down for the day. I'll just show you. Oh, that was yesterday. There you go. There, down for the day. We had four and a half, both sells. Missed one and then caught one. The second one, I closed out as it hit the 15-minute structure. I was waiting for it to break, and if it breaks, I'll then add it back in. So there we go. Who have we got on TikTok today? Anyone new? Who have we got on YouTube today? Julien, have I done a trade yet? Not on the live stream. I have today, but not on the live stream. So that's today's trades. Let me just trade history. So you'll see the first one here. This one here, we had the oh God, we had the rejection. Then we had the wick up. then we sold the low. It went a little bit in profit, then I got stopped above the highs. So basically the same trade was taken here off the hourly. We had market looked like it was rejecting. Then again, we pushed up, test the top of the range. And then as we broke the low of the hourly underneath the level, so false breakout coming in play, we closed it right on the 15-minute zone. As you can see here, I was just taking full profits, waiting for confirmation if we can close below this 15-minute structure. If we can close below that 15-minute structure, then I'll look to take another trade. There's no point being greedy. I'm not going to try and make my losses back in one trade. If it does, fantastic. If not, who cares? We've had a great week so far. I think for the week, I think that's 10 trades. Sharif, good afternoon. Good afternoon. So guys, TikTok, YouTube. If we've got anyone new on the stream today, just let me know. Where you're logging in from, what part of the world, what type of trader you are. Always good to know. Okay, so thank you for the follows, guys. It's very kind of you for the follow. Just having a quick look at the analytics, see if I can see where people are logging in from. Now, Wisdom, thanks for joining us. You can see a full picture of charts on YouTube. I mean, you can see the full picture right now on TikTok using, let me just move that little advert on TradingView. You can see exactly what I'm waiting for. I've highlighted the buys above, buys, sells below the certain price point. We just got to wait for a close now. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. Choose from millions of trending sounds and your next video could go viral. Wonderful. Ali, good morning, new day. Let's go for it. Certainly, sir. We'll always try and oh, pardon me. I do have a bottle of water. So guys, everyone on here right now, let me know what your week has been like. All members, I apologize today. I've got no time. I literally haven't done anything with the members today. It's just a live stream. And then straight after this, I have to go, unfortunately. I'm really out of time today. Tom Price, good afternoon, buddy. Is this Tom from Nottingham Derby that's messaged me on WhatsApp? If it is, how you doing, mate? Who else we got in here? You've got a flash goal. How wrong does that sound? I think I might get restricted if I start flashing. I mean, I get restricted just as a normal day, don't I? So, not quite sure what a flash goal is. I definitely need someone to give me some training on TikTok because, John, you are the most correct trader I came across on lives. I'm sorry I'm not able to support you in another way. Maybe someday you will change my life and I'll be able to give back. Hey, John, no worries, mate. Appreciate the honest feedback. Well, listen, I'm here 3 days a week and I'll try and give what I can to anyone. So, and I mean that by if I'm here on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays for general public, and if it can help, I really hope some of you find some benefit from what I'm doing. I appreciate that not everyone can be commit to memberships and things like that because cost of living is a fortune. So we're all looking for different ways of creating that extra residual income. And the hard thing is when it's trading, it means you have to risk some of your capital in the first place. So when you're already a little bit tight and you're having to risk capital to make it grow, it it adds extra pressure, right? How many of you are going through that same sort of feeling right now? Yeah, uh, green days or blue days. Let's have a look. History, custom period. What have we got today? Let's go. Custom period 20 to 20. This is this week. There we go. It was it was completely blue until that trade this morning. Yeah, I'll just show you on TikTok. I was having a great week until the trade this morning. I mean, it's still a great week. I'm not complaining, but it was total blues. There you go. All blues up until first trade this morning. And that was during one of my private coaching sessions. So yeah, unfortunately, we do get losers. Um, what am I looking for? Trading view. There we go. So we're just waiting now. Waiting now. Fridays are killers going into the weekend. Do you know what? Fridays I've not been having any issues with, but bloody Thursdays. Thursdays for some reason are my worst trading day. Luckily we broke the back on that myth yesterday. We broke the back. We had a positive Thursday. Two trades, two wins. So always nice. What's this? Okay, Bernard, great question. In the UK, do we have to pay tax to HMRC at the end of tax year? Okay, so it depends how you're trading. If you're on what do you call it? Spread betting, then in theory, that is tax free in the UK. The downside to spread betting is if you are earning more through spread betting than you are from your employment, they will approach you for um, a tax, probably as your main source of income. Now, again, there's multiple ways depending whether you run it through a company, whether you're doing it personally. Um, so anything that creates an income or um, a capital gain, depending on personal circumstances. So this is where you would need to see an accountant. Uh, then you could be down as capital gains, you could be down as income tax, or if it's just spread betting and there's little bits, you probably not have to pay anything. But again, you'd have to take specific advice for that. You have to remember everyone's circumstances are different, how everyone's got their finances structured, again, are different. If it is a second income, then again, you're going to get hit hard. So we're just waiting patiently here, guys. It's been a strange day, I'm not going to lie, because I had a session with a client from Bermuda last night at 2 a.m. or early this morning at 2 a.m. and we were looking for cells underneath this level here, and we were waiting. You can see beautiful. We're waiting for a breakout and a close below, and then unfortunately it got to like 3:05, and I was like, well, I've got to get up in the morning. Got kids to get to school. Yeah, they've not broke up yet. So I was like, I've got to go. Literally 15, 20 minutes after that, market dropped 190 pips. Just one of those things. You can't help it. VIX Snazzle 4 blue days so far this week, so only looking for 1 to 2 solid setups this afternoon. Ben Vols, I would use TikTok to upload clips and drive traffic to YouTube. I had real struggles on TikTok. Okay, cheers. Yeah, I've appreciate any kind of feedback when it comes to socials. Um, so when it's like this, guys, we just have to sit tight. There's nothing we can do. Don't try and force it. Let the market come to us. And when it does, we take advantage of it. So come on, guys. Everyone's been a little bit quiet today, even on TikTok. What do you think gold will do today? Great question. Gold. Listen, basically I'm a seller of gold. That's my bias. But on any given day, if there is a setup, I will look for buys and I will look for sells. Tony Higginson, up I hope. As they say, there's only two forms of hope, Bob Hope and no hope, right? What specific confluences are you seeing at those levels to back up the idea? Um, I don't get any confluences until we get a close above or below. So that's it. Magic Key is OG. Yeah, new to trading UK diaries. Brilliant. Okay. Um, my trading, Sophie, is very, very simple. Um, I'm looking for clean traffic. So where we've got support, I can see clean candle space down here. I can even see huge clean candle space down here. So predominantly, I'm always looking. The hourly chart is the cleanest. So I'm using the hourly chart here for guidance to try and enter on a lower time frame to then trade the rest of this move down. So if I go back, oh, wrong time frame. So on the hourly, you see we've got all that clear candle space. That's what I want to trade into. These big body candles. There's nothing in my way. Same if we look to the upside, there's nothing in the way. So if we get a close above or below either one of those, then I'm going to look to try and buy or sell depending on the setup. So that's the way we're going to try and take advantage of this market today. UK diaries, what is it that got you into trading? Why are you looking at trading? 40.90 before looking at shorts. And okay, up 32% this year. Max DD is 5%. Nice, good results. Uh, just to better my life. Okay, so listen, what I want to say to people is whenever you're setting goals, just remember trading can also hinder people's lives. Yeah. It can get you into a downward spiral depending on your discipline. So don't think that it's just going to better your life. You've got to ask yourself some serious questions. One, do you have the time to trade? And if so, when is that time? Um, then the second thing is, do you have capital to trade with that can start to make you some returns? So ideally, I'd say if you're starting out, you want at least 500 to £1,000. then what you want to do is utilize any profits that you've made to give yourself a chance with a funded account. Okay, so on that basis, you can buy a funded account for, I don't know, a few $100 for a decent sized one. You've proved to yourself that you can make money on your own personal account, get the payouts, use that to grow your personal account because then you have 100% control of the drawdown. Um, nice. Let's see what uh, Jack. The trading isn't all that. Uh, Trading isn't all that it's boring. It's years of losing, to be honest, depending where you are in life. Yeah, you'll find most people, as you say, the stats are terrible in the favor of in favor of the retail trader. Most of you will lose, and that's a fact. Most of you don't have the ability to stay disciplined. You will at some point get bored of making $5, $10 because you're not seeing the quick results that you want because of all the crap that you see on social media about people driving Lambos, boats, you name it. So you get sucked into this world of thinking that everything's going to happen in an instant. It's like people going to the gym. They want to see a six pack in a nanosecond and then they get bored because they're not seeing things change. So what do? They stop doing what they're doing and just go back to the old style. So you just delayed gratification. Yeah. I mean, I always think that when it comes to very unrealistic, time equals more money. What works best for me is I'm not following technicals all day, every day. I have other ventures. Yeah. So, I mean, look, ultimately, I don't trade all day, every day. I trade first thing in the morning and I trade when I'm on live stream. That's it. So, roughly around 3 hours a day. The rest of the time, I'm doing other things. And that could be coaching, could be creating content for brokers, it could be other businesses I work with, which relate to equities. So different different things. So use your time wisely. And if you are day trading, just remember the more you're in the market, the more you're exposing yourself to risk, which generally means the more chance you've got of losing. So if you can make your money and you can do that one trade by 9 a.m., brilliant. Do it, run. You've beaten the market that day. Come back the following day. I would like to finish my house restoration before I'm dead. Lovely, right. Well, house restoration. Get it mapped out. What's it going to cost you? What's your target for profit for the day? Um, sorry, guys, my dad's ringing me. Um, I don't have a profit target. Unpopular opinion, I think trying to best them up. Um, One winning trade a day, you've beaten the market. That's it. You don't need any more. Um, I'll trade in the morning and I'll trade in the afternoon. If I've done a nice trade, 4 or 5K in the morning, I'm probably not going to do anything in the afternoon. Um, Sometimes if there's a great setup, I'll take it. Um, if I have three losing trades, I'll stop. So a bit like baseball, three strikes and you're out. Ha, Jack, is it Jack or JVCK? I'm just guessing it might be Jack for written in a. But all right, mate. Nice to have you on here, pal. It's nice for diverse opinions as well. Because I'm a big believer that not. In fact, I don't want to say that comment because people can take it the wrong way. There's multiple ways to get to your end goal. and what suits one person doesn't necessarily suit another person. Do you make 4 to 5K in most days? No. Some days I lose 10K. I did last Thursday, I lost 10K. So history. So if we go, what for this month? So we're up 16 for this month. Last month, I think was about 18. 16 last month as well. May. May was 29. April. April 31. So keep them ticking along. March was similar to April. You said you trade at 6:30. Do you prefer pre-London? Uh, do you know what? I would say they go in cycles. So at some point you're looking at the market and I look at some stats and some months I'll be like, oh, London's just smashing it. And then the next month it'll be London's boring and flat and US sessions get me all the wins. So um, it really is dependent on the month and I don't have a crystal ball to tell me which month is going to be good London and which month is going to be good US. So I just trade both. And ultimately that means sometimes I'm going to get whipsawed. Last Thursday, 4 losing trades out of 5. Yeah, Jack, you'll see I'll show you a good one. I keep showing this because people think things are easy, but uh, I'm just going to show you that there are days that give you challenges. And this is a day that I broke every rule under the sun. There you go. That's one day. One day, minus 23. No, losses aren't always followed by the rules. I wish they were. Um, so I had a big question of myself after May the 7th. And May the 7th, it wasn't, when I say I question myself, it's not about it the May the 7th, I was on a photo shoot for my daughter's baby infant pictures, and I was under the impression that we were going to be there like 2.5 hours. And when we got there, the lady was said, "Oh yeah, we're going to do this and this, and have you brought food and have you brought this?" And I was like, "Well, how long are we going to be here?" And she said, "Oh, on a good day about 5 hours and a bad day about 8 hours." And I looked and I was like, "What?" And in my head, I was like, "I'm missing this session, I'm missing that," and all of a sudden my mind just kind of detached from what I was doing there and thinking, oh, I'm missing this opportunity, I'm missing that. And next thing you know, I just opened my phone after a couple of hours and I looked at the markets. I placed a trade and it obviously lost. So that was it. That was the end of the day basically. Because then I was like, right, okay, I'm going to take another trade. I'm going to get it back. And I just unraveled to the point where when the last trade took me to over 23K, over 20K loss for the day. I was like, this is just freaking stupid. I literally just walked out of the shoot. I just went outside, had a little scream to myself. Um, And then I went back in, all happy and jovial, like nothing had happened. And the next day, I started a 20 trade challenge with all my members. And then I even actually posted something about it on social media. And the idea of the 20 trade challenge was just to be completely transparent with yourself. It's like no over trading, no over leveraging, no revenge trading, all trades to be met by the rules. Don't be impatient. Those 20 trades, and then you're going to use that as a platform to just catapult. So I went from at the end of week one in May, so I think it was the 10th of May or the 9th of May was the end of the week, and I was minus 19k. We finished May for plus 29k. Every day after that was blue. So the the whole point of this, guys, is just to remember that look, you can have a bad day, you can have a bad start to the day, you can have a bad start to a week, you can have a bad start to the month, but it's how you finish the week, it's how you finish the day, it's how you finish the month. You don't need to be positive, okay? It doesn't need to be a winning month, it doesn't need to be a winning day, it doesn't need to be a winning week, but what it needs to be is a strong finish, and a strong finish means being disciplined and sticking to the rules. Because if you go to bed on a high, the next day you're going to come to the market with a fresh mind. You're going to be like, yeah, I finished that strong. And you're going to be eager to take on the next day. If you go to bed on doing something wrong, ill-disciplined, you know you've gambled, you're going to feel bad. You're going to wake up in a wrong mood. You're going to have had a bad night's sleep, and it just continues. It's like the butterfly effect. It will just escalate. So, whatever it is, if you're having a bad day, the first thing I'll say to you is don't just stop there and shut your books. Just have a bad day. It's going wrong. What you need to do is just take yourself away from the screens, walk away, go for a walk, get some fresh air, go for a run, go to the gym, take your dog for a walk, read a book, do something that makes you relax. Listen to some music, whatever it is. Listen, listen to some music. Just get yourself in a comfortable place, get yourself in a good headspace. Then come back to the market if it's a trading time for you. Map it out. Where do you want to be a buyer or seller? What meets your rules? And then, if it sets up, take one trade. If it doesn't set up, then what I want you to do is do you max drawdown 13.8%. We're at 52. Oh, it might be just under now. I think we're at 51% growth for the year. It was 52, but I'm down 2k today. I'm guessing I don't trade off the phone since yesterday. Yeah, man, trading off the phones, it's not good. Look, I understand some people do it, but I use something called magic keys. My members use something called, right, okay, we've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes for this candle to close below. These little pop-ups drive me nuts. So let's see if we can close below. Um, bu- 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 3 minutes. 3 minutes to wait for this candle to close below the 52 level. 13.8%. 13.8%. I use MT5 on the phone to execute. They updated some things. It's much faster now. Yeah, I mean, look, MT5 is not bad for execution on the phone. The downside is trade management. So where I use things like Magic Keys and members use Trade Assist or Dane's Trades, you can't do that on your phone. So um, you can't like close half off and movie stops to break even quick enough with gold sometimes, especially when you're using the TPs that I use. Because sometimes, you know, you hit TP1 and then it reverses and stops you out at your entry. Whereas you hit TP1, and then by the time you've closed half off and then trying to bring your stop down, it's already gone back past your entry, and you're handing back some of the profit. 1 minute 40 seconds, guys. 1 minute 40 seconds. Okay. Doesn't like my fingers. Look at that. It's creeping back above the level. 30-minute. So 30-minute candle, we'd have to wait for this to close, which is going to be another 16 minutes. So that will basically be another 15-minute candle. I'm not going to take a momentum order here. I'm going to wait for the candle to close below. And if it means the trade goes without me, it goes without me. Love it. Whenever people have a bad day on something, it really does demotivate them from you trading off MT5. It's a mug's game. Love it. Yeah, you never think that until you have a bad day, right? And then that bad day comes and you're like, why on earth did I do that? So yeah, look, we've closed back above the range, so absolutely nothing to do. MT5 1980s software. Um, well, it's newer than me then. That's why I can't use it. It's younger than me. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm the decade before it, Vic. It's a bit ahead of my time. I'm a 70s baby. Bloody hell. Oh, Ben, same as me, 79. Bloody hell, is it? Is one from the Ice Age. Chris, how are you, pal? Not seen you in a long time. Chris is one of our lifetime members, or I should say Iceman. But I'm not even sure you've joined a session yet since you've joined. You're just enjoying life too much. Oh, what's going on here? Right, we're waiting for a close below 40.53. Here it's popping. Let's have a look at the 5. No, I don't like the 5. The sells are going to come. 13 minutes away. Like I said, it might go without us. If it does, it does. How long until the candle? Oh, to voicemail. Sorry. Mogford Becky. Who's that? Would you happen to trade anything else other than gold? So I used to trade DAX and Nasdaq a lot more than I am right now. Um, I just don't need to spread myself thin. I get enough opportunities. I can make enough capital or revenue from just trading gold that I don't need. I'd rather be absolutely superb at trading one market than trying to be good at trading two or three. So, listen, I'm not saying I'm superb at one, but that's what I aspire to be. That every day is work in progress. What's going on? We're not breaking, are we? So you think NY will go bullish? I don't know. I have no idea. But I will buy above 62 and I'll sell below 53. Julien, your strategy is just to mark out the highs and lows of consolidation, wait for a break of structure. No, this just happens to be consolidation. I just look for clear range after resistances or support has been formed, and that's it. So very, very simple. Then we'll either get the breakout. If the breakout doesn't happen, we then get the false breakout. Uh, yeah, that's the 15-minute on trading view. Sean, yeah, it's the 15-minute. Uh, So yeah, very, very boring session so far. Okay, perfect. This is my bias as well. Okay, lovely. Nice. The last few days have been boring except for the sells yesterday and the buy earlier today. Yeah. Look, I mean, one thing I'd say is just remember that we are in holiday season, so liquidity is thinner. Moves will be more erratic because while you've got lower liquidity, sometimes you might get a break, and because there's lower liquidity, the move will just continue as the market tries to either recorrect itself on the basis of depending on it, people's positioning. Um, you just volatility will go through the roof on low liquidity because you get a move and it will not necessarily be the real move if that makes sense. Oh God, Spence. Sorry guys. Okay. Shut up. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. Do you see anything for a momentum trade? I don't see anything at the minute, to be fair. I'm just waiting for the market. We have to let it come to us. Uh, well, thank you. Who sent me a heart? I'm not quite sure what it means, but appreciate it. And look at this, the market hasn't moved literally since we started the stream. Hasn't moved at all. Uh, very, very quiet session today, even for the number of people coming in. I think everyone's like, it's a quiet day. We'll stay away from it. Uh, so while we're waiting for the market to do something, let me know what your biggest challenge is. What's your biggest challenge? Time, money, knowledge? Uh, what the hell is this? Trying to stop my ice melting in my pina colada. Love it. Now that's someone who's having a really stressful day. Love it. Trading after a few pina coladas is definitely going to be an interesting afternoon. Discipline is the challenge. Right, well, discipline, first thing I'd say is you need to work on your rules. Do you have any rules? Okay, 4 minutes and we've got a setup, guys. 4 minutes and we have a setup. So I'm just going to get ready. We just need this candle to close below. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Overtrading or revenge trading. Okay, so again, so the good thing is when if it's not knowledge and it's the thing is about self-control, these are things that can be taught. So you need a circuit breaker. So what is it that leads you into overtrading or revenge trading? What's happened here? Has something happened to my phone? TikTok. There we go. Not quite sure what happened. So as I was saying, you need some kind of circuit breaker, something that will stop you from. I then invites you to co-host. Thank you, but I don't do co-hosting while I'm on a live stream. Um, so yeah, you need to think of ways to break the cycle. So what is it you can do to stop you from over trading? What is it that you can do to stop it from over risking? So it's in times like Chris C. Jones, do you have a course online? I don't have a course online, but I am running a course on the 12th and 13th of September in London. So that'll be the last one for the year. I always do 2 courses a year. So on the 12th and 13th of September, it's going to be in London. That's September 12th and 13th, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm hallucinating a head and shoulders again, but I do see the possibility of cells. Okay, I can see what you're looking at. You're not hallucinating, but you're seeing it on a lower time frame. So you've got the left shoulder here, the head here, and the right shoulder here, and this is the neckline. So again, like anything, a head and shoulders is only valid if we get a close below. So that's why we're waiting for a close below. It didn't materialize, so we have to wait another 15 minutes now. It's just starting to look a bit scrappy, but the only chart that I do like right now is the hourly. So this is classic tennis ball effect happening here. So members will know what I mean by the uh, tennis ball effect. You've got big momentum candles. Then the bodies start to decrease. We're getting wicks to the upside and downside. The hourly candle, I would take a momentum order on, to be fair. Raja Banks, he is a very, very good trader. We actually share the same birthday, believe it or not. Um, so he wouldn't look at something like this. Trade with Connor. Who's that? Oh, 4083 big sell. I like the sells underneath here, to be fair. On the tennis ball. So what I'm gonna do is 95 pips to there. All right, I've placed that trade, guys. I've placed the sell stop underneath the hourly. I'm just going to add partial TP. So if you look at this, we've got tennis ball and false break on the hourly. So we've closed above, we've closed back below. We've not taken out the low of this hourly candle yet. So inside candle, wick up. Let me chuck in 100 pip TP2. So you can see here, orders in. We've got, where is it? Where's my cursor? We've got underneath the hourly low, we've placed our sell stop here. Partial TPs at 50 pips, partial TPs at 100 pips, and then extended target right down at major structure. We go 10 pips in profit. I'll bring my stop from up here above the high of the current candle. Okay, so this is what I refer to, yeah, selling Matthew. So this is what I say to my members. This is how I refer to what we call the tennis ball effect. So if you were to throw a tennis ball and it hits the floor, what happens to the tennis ball? Uh, so go on. Why have we just muted someone? Umar? Yeah, Matthew, I've just placed a sell stop underneath the. Why do these adverts keep popping up? Underneath the big bearish candle here at midday. So the 12 o'clock candle is not that one. So I'm just going to delete that. Let me get rid of it. No, there we go. So sell stop is under. I just, in fact, let me just put it in. Where's it on here? So, oh, we're triggered now. So this is what we're looking for. So we're we're about 8 pips in profit now. So there we go. We'll just bring our stop loss down above the current candle high. So we're looking for 50 pips T1, 100 pips T2. One thing I will be doing is if we get a blue 350, so if we get to 35 pips in profit, we're going to apply the 70% rule. As soon as we get to 70% to TP1, we're going to hit stop loss at entry. Another dollar to move. TP is at 50 pips. So mine is 45.75. And then 40.75. And then I've got another one at 30.67. Okay. Did we clip 35 pips there? I missed. According to this, we hit 35 pips. So get your stop loss to break even, guys. So stop loss to break even. So we can't lose anything now. I'm just going to bring it down slightly to cover any spreads. About $1 to go, $1.50 to go now to get to TP1. Flirting with T1, but we're not getting there yet. $1 away. Very, very close. Look at that. Came within like the spread of hitting target. Now, we're trying again. What price of, oh, sorry, Rupee, I've only just seen your message. There we go. So that's TP1. We just see, go to today. So we've got 1100 banked. We've got 1200 running. We're down 1500 on the day. So we'll, if we can get 100, 150 pip trade, what's the number down the right hand side? Which number, bud? So 20 minutes to NYSE open. Peter Cole, T1, well done. Yeah, literally you missed all the boring crap, Rupee. Literally we sat here. We've been waiting, what, an hour for a setup, and it came, and then we've just hit TP1 nicely. See if we can get down to TP2. So Erin, T1 hit, great. Julian, thank you. So look, guys, on TikTok, members here hitting T1, T1, T1. So this is now I get that this. Hey, Pricey, there you go, mate. Andy Matkin, TP1. There you go. You've got one of your trades ready for your 5% target. What's the difference between sell stop and sell limit? Josh, good question. So a sell stop means you want to sell at a lower price than the current market price. A sell limit means you want to sell at a higher price than the current market price. So if you've got a sell limit in, that means you want the market to go up to hit your order, and then you've got to hope that the market turns around and starts selling. So a sell stop means you're always, the market's going with you when you get triggered. It's going down and you get triggered as the market moves in your direction. So I only ever use stops. I never use limit orders. We're about to get stopped at break even or just slightly in front. Yeah, I don't do any co-hosting. Sorry, guys. So it's another win. Let me update the results on YouTube while we're waiting for this one to pan out. Mr. Snazzle, did you get that? Like a bus stop. Yeah, I love it. So that takes us in total to 160 wins on live stream and 81 for 2026. Oh, not 801, 81. So look, today is probably going to be a losing day, right? It's probably going to be a losing day. But have we finished on a high? The answer is yes. Why have we finished on a high? Because we've taken a trade that we've waited all session for. We planned it, we executed it, we stuck to our rules, and we've made money. That's it, done. So I've had a profitable week and I've finished a Friday on a high. I couldn't ask more from myself or from a trader to do that. And that goes the same for a day, right? You want, if you can keep having small wins every day, every week, you'll start seeing changes in your results. So one of the guys I just mentioned there, Nayaz T1 Awesome. One of the guys I just mentioned there, Mr. Matkin, one of my members from Inner Circle, and you know, he's overcome a lot of things with work, etc. this year, and since he's been now concentrating on his trading, we've seen such a massive improvement. Less trades, bigger returns, more consistent, a 70% success rate. Um, we're targeting a 5% growth this month. We're just over 4, so we're probably around 4.2, I think, now. So listen, all I say is Rome wasn't built in a day. And if you can be consistent in not just your approach, but your habits, then you'll start to see consistent results. And when you see consistent results, you can start to increase your risk. And when you start to increase your risk, what happens to your return? Yeah. And the second you see your results changing, you decrease your risk. But don't do it instantly. Yeah, you give it a month. Or if you see 2 bad weeks, go back to your original risk. Yeah. Give yourself the opportunity to be successful. And that's going to happen by staying in the market as long as possible. So we're currently running what we've got. We've banked $1,100. We've got about $900 in open P&L at the minute. Now, trade management. What I want to show you here is on the 15, if this candle breaks that 15-minute candle low, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my stop down above the current 15-minute candle. Because over to the left, we have a little bit of structure. You see here? So I expect price to stick around here. So if we break that low, fingers crossed, the market should keep going. If it breaks the low, then I want to put my stop above the high of that candle because law of averages says if we break the low, it's going to keep going unless it's the market grabbing liquidity and then it's just going to stop and reverse. So then we don't want to be in the trade if it breaks its own high. So if we break the low, so if we go below that black line I've just put on, why has that not come up? Okay, it's not syncing now for whatever reason. So basically, if we go below here, I'm going to bring my stop loss down above the high of the current candle. Let's hope so, Josh. It's trying to. Remember, we've got 12 minutes for NYSE open. That will see some more volatility come into the market. And what will volatility do? What does volatility do? What do we expect to see happen? 1 second. Here you go. Sorry, TikTok. There we go. Uh, did I just lose my? Oh, damn it! I think I just lost TikTok. Sorry, guys. What the hell is going on here? Sorry, guys. My phone just crashed. So we're still in the same trade. So let me just let my dog in. Come on, come on. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. I was some calls were coming in. I just tried to close them off, and while I was doing that, it somehow knocked off the live stream. Managed to get it back. 7 minutes till NYSE open. Now, Leona Richardson, thank you for the follow. Volatility means divorce. No, no comment. No comment. Liquidate me normally. Okay, so in times of volatility, i.e., meaning right now, we pin your goal so more viewers can see it. What's the goal? Do we have a goal here on TikTok? Uh, I don't understand these things. So look, uh, potentially 30-minute, you could look for another sell stop, but I would call it a day personally. If you get taken out, call it a day. Um, I know this would be my last trade for the day. So nice big move lower, and we'll get profitable for the day. Can we have every day profitable this week, or are we going to be down for today? Well, as it stands, we're currently $1,400 down on the day. We do have half of our trade still running. 5 minutes. Uh, Bit quiet today, guys. 3 new messages. What are they? Oops. Matthew, do you do live streams every day? A trade every day? Yeah, we are live every day at the minute. We will be live through August every day. From September, I'm going to be live Monday, Wednesday, Friday on TikTok and YouTube. Um, a trade every day. Most days we get a trade. Some days we get two. If you were here last Thursday, we got, was it, I think 3 losing trades. It was a great day last Thursday. The keyboard warriors were out in full force. Thanks for the follow and love. Okay, we're getting, what's happening in here? So we need this market to break this low. That black line on, we've already scaled half out. We're at break even, but we need price to break that black line, the lower black line here at 4,044. If we break that low, then we're going to bring our stop down above the current 15-minute candle high, and then we'll see what happens. But 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to NYSE open. Hello, Bobs and Jab. So look, price is finding a little bit of support off this 15-minute structure. This is why it's always so important to, take profits at structure, because we don't know how it's going to react there. We can have a bias of where we think it's going to go. Matthew, I have no idea, mate. I have no idea whether it's going to go back up or down. I'm in sales, so obviously I want it to go down, but price is pausing right now. God. All right. I've got a few minutes, guys, and then I have to go to appointments. Like I said today, members, I'm sorry I've not been around much today. Just a live stream, so I do apologize. But I will be back Monday. But we've done what we needed to do really today. Right, we've got 55 seconds for the open. Will it spike up? Will it spike down? Will it do nothing? Who knows? Yeah, market is a bit slow, isn't it? It is also summer months as well, so liquidity is lower. Sometimes that means that you can get some crazy moves though when there's low liquidity. Okay, 18 seconds. 7 seconds. Would you reduce your risk during these summer months? I just trade normally. And to be fair, Migs, I should have increased my risk by now, but I've kept it the same. I'm up 52% this year and I've kept my lot size in the same. So if we break these lows, guys, stop loss is coming down. Uh, very close. Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to bring my stop loss down to 49.6 because we've now filled the range of those wicks. We haven't yet broken them, but we filled the range. So will we now we've filled the range, will we just pop higher or are we going to break the lows? I don't know. But what I can tell you is I'm reducing my risk. I've locked in another, what, 267.50. It's not much, but it all adds up. And there we go. So that's it. We're at the trade now. So so there we go. We banked $1,342.50 on that trade, and we are down for the day 1,324, and that is my trading day finished, guys. So I'm done now for the day and the week. Um, what I would say is anyone looking to make any more trades, then if this 15-minute candle finishes bullish, you have a support to work with. So if it comes up, creates a resistance, you can look to sell depending on the clear candle space. But ultimately, if we break this 15-minute candle closes bullish, you've got support there at 4,046. So if you get a 15-minute candle close below this level here, that's only if this one closes bullish. Then we can look for breakout trades below 4,046 all the way down to 4,023. Any questions, guys, before I go for the weekend? Would you say trade normally on prop firm funded accounts as well? Yeah, trade the same way, just adjust your risk accordingly to your statistics. So let's say on a normal account you have a 10 or a 20% drawdown. Then the prop firm that you're using, whatever their daily drawdown is, whatever their max drawdown is, make sure you amend your risk to tailor it to fit in with their risk parameters. Okay? All right, I think that's it for today and this week. So how, let's have a look before we go. Uh, bear with me a second. Once. Okay, so Where were we? Um, what was that? Would you? Yeah. So I think any sells now underneath 4,045. Um, and just remember, thanks for all your help this week, Mark. Have a great weekend. Cheers, Andy. Much appreciated. So listen, I think if you look at what's happening in the Middle East, the likelihood is going to escalate more. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the market sell off into the close today, and then what happens over the weekend happens. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you at that. And just remember the lifetime offer is on until Sunday at midnight. Um, if you don't know what the lifetime offer is and you want to find out more about it, then just drop me a message or private message on WhatsApp or Telegram, not Telegram, or Discord or Instagram or TikTok, and I can tell you all about it. It's basically pay for 1 year and get lifetime access. We do have a Klarna option where you can pay in three interest free. Um, yeah, so there you go, guys. That's it. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all Monday next week. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Hi, good morning. I had a missed call from you earlier. Who am I speaking to? Ah, Dan, how are you? I was actually going to ring. It's Mark from IPOFX. How are you? Y- Oh, yeah, from the dealing desk. Yeah, yeah, I was going to call you about that today. Okay, so let me just pull up my emails. Inbox. Bear with me 1 second. That's correct. Yep. I lost you. Yeah. So that's yeah, exactly. So the price is yeah, so we can get it. Obviously the we couldn't get you the exact price because we didn't have US Open yet. So right now he can go and find out what we can get in the private market and at what price. So basically it won't be anything above what you see in there. Depending on the market, it could be as low as the price quoted, but it'll be in that range. Um, he will be finding out a price for you anytime now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. So yeah, it's in the right ballpark then. Okay, perfect. Let's see if we can beat that. Lovely. Okay, so I will get hold of Daniel. I'll let him know that the price point is okay and if he can find an allocation. So you were wanting around $50,000, that's correct, yeah? 32,000. Okay, get you. Okay, get you. Get you. Okay, let me see if we can do that on this stock. Um, I understand you like to have the round numbers, but sometimes the issue is minimum buys on stocks. So let me see what the minimum is, and if we can do 32,000, you say 0.5%, 0.5. Yeah, no, so our transactional cost is 0.5%. So did you hear that, Dan? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and to sell. Yeah, any transaction that is performed, a buy or a sell is 0.5%. So your biggest expense will be 1%. The gain. Yeah. S- So okay, well listen, let me get a hold of Daniel Kingsley for you. And he can explain everything because he's in the head of the dealing desk. So I'll get hold of him, let him know, and see where we're at, and see what quotation we can get you, and see if we can get you 32,000, or if it has to be the 50 as a minimum stake. I'm not sure on this particular stock because this is the first time I've heard of it. So um, as I say, let me speak with Daniel, and I'll get him to reach out to you in the some point this afternoon, if that's okay. Yeah, so we're registered. Yeah, we're registered in Delaware. I can't receive images. It's a landline number. But I can. You've got my email address. I can receive emails. And you've obviously got Daniel's email as well. Oh, right. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Wow. Oh my days. Wow. Okay, now that's interesting. Robot Central. Very, very interesting. Okay. Well, Dan, let me get hold of Daniel and I will get him to reach out to you as soon as possible. Love it. Ch- Cheers. Take care. Bye bye. Hey Dan, it's Mark here at IPOFX. How are you? Yeah, okay. So in relation to the quantity of 32 or $38,000, that's not a problem. We can do that. You don't have to do the 50. Um, in terms of pricing and things like that, before Daniel can call you to go through the um, transactions and book an order, he would need you to register on the platform and just put in your documentation for KYC and AML, and then he can give you a call this afternoon because I can't put portfolio manager from the dealing desk to call anyone until they've been registered on the platform. Yeah. So on the website, ipofx.com, you just click on Get Started and you just create your platform. Basically, it'll just ask you for a name, email address, and a password. And on the left-hand side, it'll just have a KYC, and you just put in your government ID and a residential utility bill. Okay, perfect. So once you've done that, Daniel will look out for the notification that you've registered, and then he'll be in contact with you this afternoon to go through everything. There is some other good news on charges and things like that, so I'll let Daniel explain that to you. It's going to be even better than what you thought, what I said, but yeah, you're going to be very impressed. If you thought what I said was good, it gets even better. So, uh, uh, all right. So Dan, it's a pleasure speaking to you, and we'll keep an eye out for your registration. Cheers. Bye bye. Hey Paul, it's Mark from FCMA. How are you? It's Mark from FCMA Consultancy. Yeah, not too bad. You got any plans for the summer? Get oh, sorry about that, mate. Welcome to holiday and get called by me. Whereabouts are you? Oh, lovely, lovely. Oh, okay. Alps in the summer. Nice. So winter adrenaline junkie and summer adrenaline junkie. You doing a bit of cycling while you're out there? Oh, nice. All right. Well, listen, you're on holiday. I won't pester you. I'll leave you to it. Uh, all right. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Hi, Russell. It's Mark here from IPOFX. How are you? Yeah, not too bad. So one of our gentlemen from the dealing desk, Daniel Kingsley, has actually sent an email to you regarding N-scale. So in terms of pricing, we it's going to be around the $880 mark. In terms of the block size, that would be dependent on once he would need you to register, and then he can speak to you directly about the block that is available and the size dependent, basically. So I don't know if you've seen the email come through. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So it's d.kingsley at IPOFX. All right. Thanks, Russell. Cheers. Bye bye. Hey, what? Just waiting for a call now. Just waiting for a call. Yeah, yeah, I can go. I just need uh, right, team call. I'll just do it. With Dan, Umar, Pablo, and another guy. Just some more work Dan's asked me to do. Yeah, yeah, I've just got. I'm just literally just trying to get this guy signed up now. I get $4,000, so I just need to get a couple bit more from it. Well, not from that, but a bit more to go towards it. So he's doing 30. Yeah, yeah. As soon as this one comes in, I'll just send it straight to you. Literally, it'll be a yes, love. I literally all I need is this in, and he's just signing up this afternoon. No, this is a new one. This is Dan Vogler with the 2,000, $3,268 I've got coming next week, and I'll get what 500 to 600 left for you. So Frank Maguire. I've got two really big deals on the go at the minute. Massive. I'll have 3,800 on the 30th or 31st or the 1st or the 2nd, anywhere around that period. And then the 3,000 will come a bit later. Usually it always comes separate. I always get it separate a couple of days later. No, I haven't spent anything. I was asking for 2,000 for Gorbs up front. Well, I haven't asked yet because I'm trying to get these deals in. I don't want to keep asking for things up front. Okay, all right, bear with me. I'm going to go in a few minutes, love. Uh, Maybe. Let me have a look.